Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another ranking video. So if you've been around here before, you know ranking things is really hard for me. I am a very indecisive person, but I do think this is a really fun thought experiment. And so I've challenged myself this month to rank the palettes from every brand that I have multiple of. Today we're going to be doing Fantasy Cosmetica. They are one of my favorite brands that's come out in the last couple of years. They are a local brand for me here in Seattle. They are just across the lake in Redmond, Washington. And I really love their color stories and their formula. I have almost all of their palettes, and I do now have an affiliate code with them as well. But I'll mention the ones that I bought and stuff in here as well. But I just really like their palettes and thought this would be a fun short video because they don't have that many yet. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Colin. I'm a non-binary Latinx scientist and lover of makeup with a definite soft spot for indie makeup and high-end makeup, which you will definitely see here today. And I tend to take a pretty analytical approach to the content I make, be it new reviews of new products or just using things that I already know and love. I just try really hard to make thoughtful, analytical content, and I have new videos every week. Especially right now, I have something coming up almost every day, so I'd love to have you subscribe. Okay, so like I said, today we are doing Fantasy Cosmetica. They are a local brand here based in the Seattle metro area, and I really do love their color stories. So I do want to start by saying I do get PR from them now. I did buy a couple of these. I bought 2 of them, and then one of them was given to me as a gift, and then I got a couple of these in PR, so it's a mix. I also do have an affiliate code with Fantasy Cosmetica. It's just Bones. It'll save you, I think, 10%. You don't have to use mine. I do earn a little bit of money, so if you do use it, I greatly appreciate it. It really does help my channel, especially because I'm so small. But always use a code with any brand if you can. Save money, never pay full price for anything. Okay, so I also want to start with a little caveat that I like all of these. None of these are bad color stories. The reason I don't own all of their palettes is because one of them isn't a color story for me. I don't have the Sorcerer palette. I really liked, there's some blues in there that I was like, ooh, those are really pretty. I would love those. But there was a bunch of pinks and I just didn't feel worth it for me to buy. So I don't own that palette, but I do own the rest. And I do like all of these. I'm mostly just ranking them based on color story, what I think is the most special or what I'm grabbing for the most, what I'm the most interested in. Oh, and if you're curious about the makeup I'm wearing, I'll have it all in the description box like normal. It's my Surratt base, which is pretty standard. I am wearing my Victoria Beckham blush and highlighter. And then I have a Fantasy Cosmetica shimmer on my lids that I'll mention later. And then for my lips, I have Victoria Beckham lip liner in shade 4 and the gloss in Poolside. I love this. By itself, it's not as dark as this, but the gloss or the lip liner really helps it pop. I've been using this so much that I just bought another one while it's still on sale because it's so good. I've already used that much of it and I've only had it for 2 weeks. That's how much I've been using it. And so part of her Black Friday sale was a lip gloss trio. And so you saved a percentage from the trio and then you got the 20% on top of that. So instead of $28, they were $20 a piece. So I bought 3, bought another one of this and then 2 other shades. And I have 0 regrets. They should be here in the next week. And I'm very happy to have a backup of that because now I feel less anxious about using this one as much as I want. In last place, and I do feel bad putting this here because it is their newest palette, and it is the Warlock palette. I really like this. This came around Halloween, and I don't think this is a last place palette. I think this is a really beautiful color story. It's just very bright and colorful, and I'm not reaching for that right now that much. I'm very much reaching for more muted tones. Sparkly still, but just more muted. I do really love this shade here, Ritual. It's a really beautiful multi-chrome, and I've used that the most out of this. And this really dark green that's almost black. Offering's a really pretty blue, sparkly shade. I think this is a beautiful color story. It just, a little more poppy than I'm in the mood for lately, and so that's why it's going here. I do think it's really great that they now do, these are magnetic and you can buy all of the shades as singles. So if you really liked this shade and this shade or something, you could just buy those. But I do really like this. Totally think it's worth the money. It's just not something I'm grabbing for as much right now. I've just been on a neutral kick. Okay, so next is gonna go to the Bard palette. I really love this palette. I bought this one. It's just such a good fall color story for me. You've got the orange, the brown, the green, and the yellow. I really love the shimmers in here. The shimmers really make this pop and almost pushed it higher. Love this one. This one's like a blue-green duochrome. And then the other one, this one is like a really pretty like champagne gold, like a champagne to a gold. I just really love this one. This is one of my favorite palettes that came out. I think this came out last year, but really love it. Yeah, it's only here just because I've been grabbing the other ones more. Okay, and then next is gonna be the Fighter palette. So this is the first one that I got in PR, and I really like this. I think this is the one I would recommend to most people just because it's their first neutral palette, so it gives you a taste without being like too colorful in case that's something you're nervous about. You've got the cool shades here, so you've got the gray tones, then you've got the warm tones here. You've got two warm tone shimmers that are really beautiful and sparkly. You've got this really cool, it's kind of like almost black with a little bit of purple to it and then a bunch of gold sparkle. And then you've got this really beautiful multi-chrome up here. I just love this. I've been using this a lot, and that's why it beat out, even though this color story is like, really speaks to my soul, I've just been grabbing this one a lot, so it had to go a little bit higher. Really love the artwork too. I'm glad they've also redesigned this one and the other ones that I have so that they all fit this like stained glass vibe, and I really like that. So the next palette I really love and was actually a gift from a friend / subscriber, and it is the Rogue palette. It's just such a me color story. If I'm gonna go for color, these are the kind of tones that I tend to wear. I mean, look at my shirt. You've got these two more blue tones, you've got greens, you've got a green, you've got a black, you've got this purple, and then you've got these really beautiful green, purple, blue, multi-chrome shades up here that are just all really special. Like this one on camera is looking very purple, but if I look, it's blue with a gold sheen. This one has like a wine base with blue and green sparkles. They're just really special, and I really, really love this one. Okay, and so then next we have their very first palette, and it is the Druid palette. They have redesigned the packaging. I remember when I bought this when it first came out, I did say like, I like the idea, I like the color story, but there's not enough contrast, so you can't like read anything. So I'm very happy they listened to the feedback and changed that. But I just love this. It's perfect for the theme of Druid. It's perfect for fall, winter. It's very Pacific Northwest to me. I just love it. My one caveat even at the time was that this is more red and this is brown, but on me, they look kind of similar. I wish there's a little bit more distinction between them, but I still really like them, so I don't really care. Then you've got the greens here, and then you've just got really beautiful shimmers. You've got some more neutral shimmers, and then you've got some greens. Really special, sparkly, shifty shades, just really great. And then it's earthy, it's grounded. I'm just a sucker for an earthy color story and an earthy color, so this had to go at the top. Okay, and then first place is not technically a palette. So if we're sticking with just palettes, it's gonna go to the Druid. But if we're sticking with everything, I'm gonna put the Lost Library at the top. So this is not technically a palette, it's a magnetic palette with a collection of singles, but it's just so special. I think of it as a palette because it's a collection and it's in a little magnetic thing, so I'm counting it. And I love this. I did get this in PR. It is a limited edition thing, and this video will probably go up after the Black Friday sale. This was only 8% off because it's special and new, but really, really love this. You can get it as a bundle, but it's really beautiful. I love the library theme. I think it's a nice branch away from the D&D theme but still fitting at the same time. And the shades in this are beautiful. So I'm wearing one of these today. I'm wearing this one right here, which is, let's see if I can, Tomb, the shade Tomb. These are all duochrome or multichrome. I think these two are multichrome, these four are duochrome. Holographic shades. They're smooth, they're beautiful. I don't have creasing issues, I don't have fallout. I had some like neutral shadow underneath this, and then I put this all over, and it's just so pretty. I do have a video up with this where you can really see the holographic shift and sparkle, but these are just really special and one of the most exciting things that I've tried this year, so it just had to be included and had to be number one. Okay, so that is my ranking. I'd love to hear what you think, how you would rank these. If you've tried them, I would love to know. As always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.